So basically, they're telling me to chew clock.
ready. Ready, break. Set. Set, ready. Ready. Come on, set. Set. Ready. Here we go. Set. Set. Ready. Set. Hut. Hut. Let's go now. Hut. Ready. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. On the double. Hut. On the set. Set. Ready up. Ready. Let's go. Ready. Down. Set. Ready, ready. Set, ready. Ready. Come on, set. Hut. Ready. Hut. Here we go. Hut. Set. 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 Hut. Set. Let's go now. Set. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Here we go. Set. Set. Let's go. Down. Ready? Ready, ready! Set, hut! Set, ready! Ready! Come on, set! Ready, ready! On the ready! Hut, hut! Ready! Set, hut! Ready, set! Ready, ready! Here we go! Ready? Set! Hut! Go! Okay, ready? Hut, hut! Got it? Set, go! Set, hut! Set! Let's go now! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Set!
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bryce Young. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Oilers and the Browns under the lights on Thursday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the... versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard it, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a throw here to his running back. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Young. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. If you look at this Browns defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Oilers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making them push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Watson on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 1st down, Crawford, and some room to work. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford, and a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Out of the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, it's complete. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down. Now Young. Throw left side, complete to Foster. Touchdown! A great play there. 35 yards. And the Oilers Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, Barton?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So
they've got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take a 3-touchdown lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here we go, set. Green jack.
Young on 1st down. He finds his man, incomplete. It's Moore. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Green. Blue strike. Set cut.
Now a first down throw for Young. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out. And the Oilers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's second and 10. Watson now to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Browns. And final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Young. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Red, yellow, red, cycle, smash, red.
First and 10, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
That's a pick.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to
My thing is, I got long-range Deadeye, and this nigga threw a poor accuracy long-range pass, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Interception's really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did.
That should like his ass up, too.
Pride in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson.
It's cool. Got him. What?
He finds his man complete. That's Barnett.
What? He was running for his fucking life. Are you serious?
Before he's brought down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that one drops down.
Okay,
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
1,000% of that. Yeah. Have at it. Go to town, my boy.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 3.
Watson
looks to throw again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10
I want a quarterback get like hugs to the gun.
I mean, I prefer that than bulldozing.
Nah.
Now Watson. Forced out to his left. They juked him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one. Good for 15 and a first.
He should be tired. He should be tired.
Now it's Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett.
Jordan Davis is hurt, and I've been literally murdering niggas with
an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, my nigga Slade got my back. I was right there for the interception.
And 4th down now coming up.
shit went right over my head.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Bro, I had it.
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
That was a great play.
Set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little bit back.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
He dropped it.
Down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively,
You had glory
keep
in
him
your
out of the end
hands.
zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
I just traded for him like last week and shit, so
And the
he
Oilers
gotta get some
extend their
stats.
lead yet again. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
What the fuck? What the hell does a horse have to do
No
with oil?
back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier.
Really
You don't get many blocks like this, no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
Bro, where's the fumble? I am wrong on this, bro. Like, literally, like...
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He has pressure, then pressure, bro, and he is not getting the hits that he deserves.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He rushed for 74 yards, bro. You can't fumble out his name. That's pretty fucking ridiculous. I've been hitting him and everything. He over here running tired and shit.
To To throw on second is Watson.
Nope.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter.
I didn't know you're not really playing something. You're just saying computer. You clearly are.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
I wouldn't be able to say I generated overtime. Get this bitch ass nigga. Yes. Fuck you. Not gonna escape.
He's sacked. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Watson now on second down.
Give me another one.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Because I seen it. He got put on his ass. Right? Right? How in the fuck does this little nigga stop him then?
It was worse inside.
They were prepared the whole way.
I hate
Tried to
him.
escape and hit them for more yardage running.
I really
like
do.
The way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been out all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I can try anything. If I'm getting my ass bust, I mean, I can try anything.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ain't got no touchdown. I'm gonna try.
Houston's offense taking over again. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Young, he's going to change it up.
Shit, they're not gonna let me do it like that.
Fight, white, claws red.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take a huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's inside the 35.
I knew that was going to happen.
A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. There's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Morrow. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throw left side, he's got Tillman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air yet again, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Houston, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.